Well, here I am trying to talk to you guys. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't let me go live, so I'm just going to talk to you guys like this, pre-recorded. So I'm really getting frustrated with people like the left versus the right. What is wrong with that notion that should we always be going after each other? Is that how we're going to always be like, oh, the left is pure and we're always right and the right is wrong? And you know, I feel like I know people on both sides and they're not bad people, left or right. It's like we demonize people based on their ideologies, and we don't look at the person and see why they believe what they believe and have dialogues with them and talk to them and see what is it they're going through? Why are they suffering? Why did they pick Trump to follow? And also look at people who follow Biden. They think that they're right, you know. They think he's going to help the people somehow. We know that's BS, but people believe that. People believe that Democrats are the good guys and Republicans are the bad guys. Meanwhile, both parties suck. Both parties stink to high hell and are corrupt to the core. So I don't believe you can go into either of those parties and reform them from within, regardless of how these people such as AOC or Bernie think they're going to go in and reform those parties. I mean, we've already seen that that's not true and that they're not capable of doing that. I mean, I voted for AOC, I voted for Bernie, and I'm actually really appalled. I'm really appalled about what's happening. I mean, AOC wouldn't even force the vote. She wouldn't hold Pelosi, um, accountable. She could have. She could have withheld her vote and said, I'm not going to vote for you, Pelosi, unless you support Medicare for all, unless you support the things that my constituents support. I'm sorry, but Jimmy Dore is right with this. And, Jimmy Dore is not perfect, and neither is, any other, political talking head. But what I would say about Jimmy Dore is he's always honest and he's always, I think, on point with a lot of things. And he calls people out. And unfortunately, a lot of people think playing nice is going to be good, is going to get the results that they want. And that's just not the case. You don't play nice with people in power that are supposed to be public servants for us. You have to hold them accountable and you have to pressure them. And I just don't believe Justice Dems understand how to do that. They just want to go into the system. They want to reform it from within, it's just unreformable. The Democratic Party is unreformable. And it's proven, it's been proven that with what happened with AOC and Pelosi and the Medicare for All forced the vote, we just have seen how this doesn't work. I mean, we've known that for a long time that it doesn't work, but we keep trying over and over again. Just like with Bernie, we kept trying since 2016 to get him elected. But even if he had been elected, do you really think the corporate Dems would allow him to do anything in the Democratic Party? I really, at this point, don't think so. I don't think they'll even allow him as budget secretary to do anything. He's already said he's only going to do what Biden tells him, basically. He's not going to fight for Medicare for all, despite what some left talking heads keep saying that he's going to do. He's already said it in Politico. So, sorry, he is not the hero that we had hoped for, and neither is the squad. If they were, They would have forced the vote. They would have held Pelosi accountable. They would have held their vote until she did something for the people. Now, I think the only way we can overcome any of these obstacles is A, stop pushing censorship. Censorship is only going to bite us in the butt. Sure, there are some crazies out there on the right side, the left side. I mean, QAnon, for sure he's crazy. But to be fair, the people that are doing what they're doing now with um, censorship on the left, like, do you realize that they're not going to use that against Trump's people? They might initially use it, but they're going to use it more so towards the left. And it'll make it harder and harder for people to protest. You're going to allow people to censor them. Guess what? You are allowing them to censor you. It's, it's a really sad system. And we've already been censored. We are being censored. The fact that I can't even go live on YouTube, they said my algorithms are not what they're looking for. You know what? That just goes to show that they have already come to a point where they're censoring everybody. And, we're in a surveillance state. But for people to egg that on and want more of it, that's really ridiculous. And I really don't understand it. So, again, I think we need to stop looking at things as right versus left and start really looking at people and what they're going through and listen, and talk with them heart to heart, because that's the only way we're going to change our system, is by having open dialogues with people and stop vilifying them and making them our enemies. But there is a difference between people that are in public office that we do have to hold accountable, we can't play nice with, and just ordinary people. And I think that's what people are not understanding. You have to hold the people in office that you elected accountable. If you don't do that, then that's messed up. But at the same time, saying everyone who followed Trump is a neo-Nazi, QAnon, whatever person, that's ignorant. That's just ignorant. And that's not going to help our cause. The only thing that we can do is talk to them, heart to heart, listen to them, have dialogue, and maybe we could come to an understanding. Maybe we're not going to always agree, but maybe we'll agree on some things that will help our system, help us. Like maybe protests shouldn't be outlawed. Our voices shouldn't be censored. Maybe people agree about Medicare for all, that everyone deserves, healthcare as a human right, or a $15 minimum wage, or certain things that actually will help the people in the middle of a pandemic, in the middle of this crisis that people are going through. Anyway, that's what I have to say. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace out.